we are, another day, another life. So today has been really interesting, just because of like all the transits that's happening with like Uranus and Mars. There's been some astrological stuff happening, which like you might notice that there might be like some big shifts like between today and tomorrow, like in your life or on a global scale. I haven't heard anything about a global scale yet, but may or may not happen, or it might just happen to each personally in our lives. And it is the interesting because like I kind of knew that this was coming, and I like because everybody on social media world was talking about, they're like, oh, the transits this weekend, blah blah blah, 31st and the 1st are going to be intense. And so kind of having that heads up about it, in a way I appreciate it, because when things do come up, then I can just see what is coming up without reacting right in the moment. And just noticing like my feelings, noticing what I'm going through, but also like setting the boundaries with others of being like, maybe not today, or I'm not going to respond to this message right now. Or like, really just taking the time to myself and being in my energy so that I don't project my stuff onto other people. Because obviously, like, I have every right, and as you, every right to feel every emotion. And sometimes, like, when things come up, when things are being shown to us, we can react in that moment with those emotions. And if that happens, that's okay, right? You're a human being and it's all good. But what I've learned today is to just kind of take that step back and ride the emotional wave a little bit, like sit in my emotions and, kind of see like, why is this upsetting me? And obviously not knowing sometimes the bigger picture or the other side of the story is a way that I reel myself back in and saying like, okay, I am like upset about something, and I will communicate that to whoever needs to be communicated if need be. Or sometimes is it because I'm overreacting to something, because there are times that I just get triggered and it's just my emotions, right? And it's just a trigger from like old wounds. And so kind of noticing like the circumstances kind of being shown to me and the events and everything, and then I get to decide like, is this something like of an overreaction and that I should just ride my wave and nurture myself and my inner child, or is this something that I need to speak to someone about, speak to them and talk to them and express how I feel. And so it was really interesting of like navigating between the two and not reacting right in the moment, knowing that the transits are intense, knowing that triggers can be coming up for me during this time. And so honoring that today, and even when I found myself like later as I rode my wave and I came down from that wave, I had clarity, and I was like, okay, no, like this is just me overreacting. That is something I need to address, but I will address it like when I feel a little bit better, so then I can address it in a proper way without, again, projecting my own shit onto the other person. And so, yeah, just like a very interesting day for self-reflection that I wanted to share. Tomorrow, the transits are going to continue. So there may be like some intensity in your life, or may not be, and maybe, today and tomorrow is going to be super smooth for you. But if there is some triggers that do come up, or if there are like some big shifts in your life, like just honor your emotions in what you're going through, and instead of reacting, and communicate with people that, okay, like I'm not having a good day, or I'm not having a good morning. Let me answer to this when I'm a little bit better and whatnot. And yeah, that's basically it. I wanted to talk about that, and that's it. I'll see you tomorrow for another live, another day. Bye.